Welcome to L&B Show and Tell. I know it's been a long time, but here I am. I've had some health problems like a broken finger and injured my back. Anyway, now as I'm filming this, I don't know whether I'm even going to post it because it may be a really dumb video. So please, if I do post it, go ahead, give me a thumbs down if you like. It won't hurt my feelings. I just happen to like what I did, and maybe, just maybe, even though there's no scientific proof, it may help one other person, and if it does, then I will be a very happy camper. Okay, so let's get started. I have my own way of doing my planner. I tried the big one, from Target, and even though it was adorable, it didn't work for me. And I have a couple of methods, and I am very, very organized. This over here is my Midori that I carry in my purse. Take it everywhere with me. So it's got the calendar in it, and then it's got space for notes and business cards and extra money. So this is a necessary of mine. And then every single morning, I have a pad that I do it's called to-do list, but it could be blank. It's just the size that I love. I can't make my to-do list on one of the small pads. So, and this one is from, gosh, I think it was from Michaels. And then I just list the day and just briefly what I have to get done. And then I just cross it off and tear it off, throw it away. And then my other thing that I do is I use a large pad, sometimes the shopping list. Doesn't matter as long as it's large enough. And this is for my food shopping, since we eat organic. Like 95% of the things that are in the house are organic, and I do a lot of shopping. I go to like 3 different stores during the week, and I try to be as organized as possible. Okay, so that is my life. Now, what has happened with me, put this over here, is that organizing has made me a happier person. What I'm referring to is the fact that once I write it down, I kind of stop thinking about it, and I feel more in control of my life, which is, I think that's, in my opinion anyway, that's what organizing should make you feel, less stressful. And even though I'm not a worry wart, I do worry about a few things. I'm not a bad worrier, and I have one main big worry that nothing is going to help, and that is, so my daughter lives in New York. I have this crazy, crazy worry about her taking the subway and that someone will push her. It's irrational. I know it's not going to happen, but that is my main worry, and nothing is going to change that unless she moves from New York, which isn't going to happen. Okay, besides that, it's like every single morning I wake up and have my coffee, go over my list, and I have something that's bothering me, something that worries me. It's like, on my shoulders. It's not irrational, but it's something that I don't have any control over. And I wondered last week, what if I wrote it down, actually put it on a piece of paper? Might that help me get through the day without thinking about this at certain times? Doing research after this whole thing, it seems that a lot of people worry at night and they can't sleep. That doesn't happen to me. My problem is that I am too tired at night and I just fall asleep at really early time, which I'm too embarrassed to tell you what time I fall asleep. So here we are in the morning, and I decided to grab one of my many notebooks that I have by the bed. And this one is the coffee. And see, I made a cute little pen from the Dollar Tree. These are the coffee beans. And then I had made this before, and I was just saving it for something. I made a little paper clip. Not that I need a paper clip, and this has got the little coffee, and this was from the Dollar Tree. And then what I did is to have tons of coffee great stamps. Life is too short for that. Coffee, coffee lovers, you can see. Coffee solves everything. Well, as long as you put brandy in it, it does solve everything. Okay, so here's what I did, and I started last week. I started off with two things that were worrying me and that were not upsetting, but just bothered me. One was I have to have a blood test. I have higher than normal calcium, and it could be my pituitary, and if it's severe, then I need to have it removed, and it's not cancer. It's just something that I really don't want to deal with. So that's always there. And then the second thing is that I have been having slight pain in one of my teeth, and I am afraid, I'm worrying that I might need a root canal. And so I changed dental plans, but my new dental plan doesn't start till September 1st, so I'm worried that it will get worse and then I'll have to spend so much money. So meanwhile, I decided to start off by writing in blood test and root canal. And I'm telling you, now it's not an immediate, it didn't change the fact that it's still there and these things are still possible. But you know what? It helped. I really honestly mean it. It wasn't as large of a worry. It's just like a much smaller worry now. And I was able to go through the day without feeling stressed. Okay. And then the next day, which was Friday, we were heading up to San Francisco for a mini vacation. And my big worry was not the plane was going to crash, because that's not a big worry of mine, but that my tooth would start hurting and it would ruin the trip. And the other one was that I would forget to pack something, even though I had a list. Just a worry of mine. Meanwhile, tooth didn't hurt at all. I did forget one thing, but there was a Walgreens across the street and no big deal. Okay, we go on and on and on. Saturday, there was nothing to worry me, and I had a perfect day. And then I'm just going to go read you Sunday. I woke up Sunday knowing that it was going to be an extremely long day, and I wrote down long day, took a deep breath, and said, okay, I can do this. And you know what? I did it. And so I am going to do this every single morning, and hopefully it will continue to work for me. Now, I want to say that there's a difference between worry and fear. This isn't a fear, like let's say I'm afraid of spiders. That's a fear. And I'm not going to put down that as a worry, that perhaps one day I will see a 2-foot long spider, and that's not a worry of mine. That is a fear. But having to have a root canal, that's a worry of mine. So I hope that helped explain, at least that's the way I think of things. So my hope is that if you're worrying about something, whether it's in the morning when you wake up or whether it's in the evening, get yourself, instead of a piece of paper, a little notebook. My gosh, you can pick up one at the Dollar Tree and just put 1 or 2 items down there. You don't have to explain it, and see if it works for you as well as it works for me. I'm a happier person. I really honestly mean it. And I will continue to do this. And if you've done that, please write below and let me know. Oh, and one last thing. After I finished this, I went online, and sure enough, people make up worry journals. And they actually have ways of grading them and seeing whether your worries, whether you were able to deal with your worries, how important it was. It's too much work for me. Don't want to do anything like that. All I want to do is to keep up my little worry journal and live a nice life. So, sending hugs, and I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you enjoy this little video. If I choose to put it up, still deciding, and take good care, and happy Sunday. Rest of the summer, or back to school. Bye-bye.